Jackie, thank you so much for agreeing to share your story with us. We've been doing everything under the sun to go live in our Facebook community, but unfortunately, Facebook did not permit us to share the screen. And so that's why we are pre-recording for you guys so that you can watch Jackie's story. And Jackie, your results have been so phenomenal. I've been watching you ever since you started thinking into results mentorship, and I am just blown away by what you and your marvelous mind have created. And I just can't wait for you to share with everybody else so that people watching you can do the impossible. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Eva.
Great stuff. So Jackie, tell us a little bit about where you started. Like, what was your life like before the mentorship process? What was going on for you?
I suppose what was going on for me when I started was I come from PA kind of office manager background. I had 2 small kids, so I had been at home and I really wanted to do something for me. So I was kind of dabbling in the network marketing, home-based businesses, because I wanted to find something that would suit me and suit kind of what I'm doing around the kids. And I was having some success, but I was finding that I would have success and then it would either stop or I'd go right back to square one again. And in the beginning, I was thinking, oh, well, it's the company I'm with, or it's the products I'm selling. So I would move from, so I think I tried 3 different network marketing businesses. So I was like, it's definitely the company, maybe it's not the products. So I was moving. But after the 3rd time, and I had really just kind of crashed and burned because I had turned to kind of eating to make myself feel better because I wasn't having successes and I was feeling really bad about myself. So I was just at a very, very low point. And that's when one of my friends, and I suppose Eric, who also did the TIR, said, you've got to come along. This is going to be amazing for you. It's really changed, the way I do my business and stuff. And I was like, yeah.
Empty promises.
And I was like, no. And then I think about the 3rd time when he asked me, I was like, flip, I can't actually say no again. I think I've made every excuse under the sun. So I went along to one of your events. And that, I always say, anybody who ever asks me, that was the day that literally changed my life forever, because that was the pivotal moment when I made the decision to do something about my results, that everything changed. But yes, that's kind of where I was. I was struggling. Big time.
Obviously, you're not struggling anymore. You just can't contain yourself out of happiness. Guys, we have such high energy here that I think internet couldn't handle it, and that's why we're pre-recording for you. So, look, Jackie, joking aside, I just would love to hear what have been your biggest accomplishments and where you at right now after doing the mentorship process.
Biggest accomplishments was understanding that the results I was getting was purely from what I was creating myself. So it didn't matter how many, I could have gone to 10 different companies, I would have still gotten the same result until I changed what was going on mentally. And I suppose in terms of self-image and confidence, massive, like ever night and day from what I believed. I had no self-belief, I suppose, at all. And that completely changed for me, because I think once you believe in your capabilities and you believe you can climb Mount Everest, but it's all mental. I think that was the biggest thing, what really was changing mindset, understanding faith in essence, and having, and just self-belief was huge for me, massive.
And tell us about your tangible physical results that you've accomplished out of doing the mentorship process.
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course.
Well, I suppose doing thinking into results with yourself, and then I decided I was going to do it again because I didn't apply myself the first time round 100%, even though I did get really good results. Second time round was where I got the idea for Genie in a Headset. And what Genie in a Headset is, it's a virtual reality visualization and meditation environments where people can step into their own space and create their visions in virtual reality. And this is something that I suppose I had struggled with, was visualizing my ideal, my ideal life, or the goal that I wanted. And when we were watching TV and Facebook was buying Oculus, this idea, it was like it was a gift from God. That's the only way I can say it, because that day, literally, it's as if yeah, it's as if I got this idea literally from the universe, and it was like, this is amazing. I've got to create virtual reality vision boards. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. This idea is awesome.
Yeah.
And I jumped up straight away, and I remember like my husband saying like, are you okay? Because I jumped up as if a lightning bolt had gone through me, because I jumped and I had to write it down immediately. And yeah, I've stuck with it ever since. Like, you know, from the day that I actually got the idea to now, it's been about 2 years. But that's when I went on, and the journey has been absolutely incredible. So doing it, you know, setting up a tech startup with having no clue on how the heck I was going to do this, but having the faith that it would be shown to me was massive. And it has, because it's almost, I always say to people, I feel like Dorothy on the yellow brick road, that, you know, I just get these golden bricks being laid in front of me going, here, Jackie, go this way. So it's been phenomenal. But yeah, you know, it's amazing. Yeah.
And so tell me, how does someone like you, a PA, someone who has been trying many home-based businesses and not really succeeding, how do you get the courage to pull off something like that is way beyond anyone's imagination? An international business producing vision boards. And we also have a picture of Bob testing it out for you. How do you, like, you know, many people get stuck on the how. What would you say about you discovering the how, and how the program actually helped you do that?
Well, the very first thing was the program helped me understanding that you don't need to know the how, that you just have to have your vision, and you have to really, truly believe that your vision will take place no matter what. It's always like, you know, the universe has your back. It's like having this like super warrior behind you, you know, that no matter what, things are going to work out exactly as it's meant to be. And I think that was the best thing. And also just ever being surrounding yourself by people who believe in your dreams. So it's having a mentor, having a coach who's got your back and guiding you, saying, you know, as you go, this journey has not been the easiest one. It has been tough. And there's been a lot of people saying, what the hell do you know? Don't be silly. This isn't going to work. And the amount of times I think I've come to you going, Eva, and you were just like, those are paradigms, kick them out the door. You know, if I didn't have that guidance and I didn't have you as a mentor, you know, I don't think I would be where I am right now. And that's one of the most important things, because you are going to get those gremlins. You're going to get those people that are surrounding you who think that they have your best interest at heart, and they genuinely do, but they mightn't, you know, they mightn't understand where you're wanting to go. So it's really understanding that, and you made that very clear in doing the programs, gives you that guidance and gives you the path, and it gives you the faith to stick with your dream, because it's so hard when you have this dream and everybody else around you is telling you that it's not going to happen, to actually stick with it and to have that faith. But surrounding yourself by a group of people like the TR, and the amount of friends that I have made through the mastermind groups, and it's just like for life, friends for life. And it's been a great community. Yeah, absolutely. But it's been that support that has kept me going in the toughest times, you know. So yeah.
Fantastic. And I want to talk to you about fear, because you and I had great conversation when you went to Bob Proctor's Matrix event and you actually got your sponsors, because, you know, someone might be asking, okay, how does a PA, you know, when you came to me, you were PA and you were dabbling into direct sales businesses, and you were like, I have 3 kids, 7 dogs, and I want international business, and I want to live well. And I'm like, bring it on, Jackie, right? And this is what's so cool, right? You start with where you are and you just create your dreams. And so many people get stopped by fear. And I remember there was a very crucial point in your business when you were developing it, where you had no idea where the money is going to come from, because these are expensive equipments.
Yeah.
And like, tell us a little bit about how it was for you to break through the fear. And again, how did the program and my mentorship help you do that?
Well, I suppose, you know, firstly, it was being able to come to you and say, Eva, I'm like, you know, these are the issues that I'm having. What do I do? And having your guidance. But I will never forget that you turn around, and the biggest thing for me was the Let Go, the Let God, chapter 5. I think chapter 5 in You Were Born Rich. book by Bob Proctor. And you actually sent me the audio, and I listened to the audio every single night. And it was just building your faith and really having belief that no matter what, it's going to happen. And it might not necessarily happen the way you think it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And it's really holding on to that faith. And if I didn't have you telling me to read this chapter and to do that and to follow through, of course, I would have gone to pieces. Then of course the faith wouldn't have been there. So that was one of the most important things. And also understanding that we're going to have terror barriers, which again, it gets brought up all the time. I don't think there isn't a month that I don't go hitting terror barriers on some point of this journey that I'm still on, because there's still a lot to be done. But again, through your guidance and saying, do these exercises, it's just phenomenal, because it's like you're holding my hand through every step of the way and saying, don't worry, Jackie, you've got this. And having one person just believe in you like that gives you wings to fly. So
I must say, I didn't become successful myself. I had coaches backing me up all the way and mastermind partners. And that's why I always say, if you want something big, you need support structure. And,
100%.
I think one of the things that you said is very important. Many people are stopped by fear, but actually fear is a daily component of fulfilling big goals. So the thing is not to not have fear. The thing is to actually embrace it, make it smaller, and follow your intuition regardless of your fears. And I think this is what the program is actually leading us to actually do. And of course, sometimes we need to have a conversation as a mentor and a client, and we need to push that button together, right? So look, finally, I'm a big fan of helping upcoming entrepreneurs who want to fulfill their dreams and make an impact and help them live well. And I want to help hundreds and thousands of people all over the world. I wanted to say a few words to those who are looking at us and maybe are wondering, maybe they're scared. They have something that they deeply want. Maybe it's a business idea. Maybe they want to multiply their income. Maybe they want to leave that corporate job, but they're petrified. What would you actually say to them? Or maybe they've done so many courses before, but they didn't actually get results. What would you actually say to them about thinking into results, mentorship, and actually jumping on board with me?
I would say, don't even think about it. Just one of my favorite quotes always is Richard Branson. Just say yes and then figure it out later, because that is exactly what I've had to do so many times, even with Matrix and getting to Bob. And how am I going to get Jeannie in a headset in front of Bob? How am I going to show this to him? Just do the stuff, again. And it's just, if it feels really right, don't let logic come into it, because your future self will thank you for it. Just say yes, figure it out later, because literally, if I had never made that jump right in the beginning ever, I wouldn't be sitting where I am now.
I totally resonate with that. I always say the same thing. And it's that feeling, right? It's that intuition. It's not the analysis that happens, because very often maybe someone watches my video or our testimonial and is like, yes, I want this, ding, 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 this can help me. It's like that internal feeling, that intuition, which is one of our most important faculties to achieve those beautiful goals. But then right after that comes paradigm, comes fear. And there's that internal chatter that says, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, my spouse will think I will go crazy. And all those things are coming in, right? What if I fail? How did you get over that mental chatter and still make the decision to invest in you and your goals? What happened? Or what was the reason why you still decided to invest, even though that mental chatter was trying to stop you?
You know what, Eva, where I was at that stage of my life, I had hit rock bottom so much that I had nothing else to lose.
Right.
So it really was a case of, well, sure, I've tried everything else. I've read books, I've done this, I've done that. What else have I got to lose? But again, you see, the one thing that I know that I'm very good at doing is listening to intuition. I always have. And if something feels really right, I can't actually pinpoint what exactly made me. I just knew that it was right. And I think if you know it deep down in your heart, don't listen to other people. Because I never went and spoke to other people and asked them what they thought. Should I do this? I just thought, no, look, something has to change, because otherwise I'm going to die absolutely freaking miserable. And obviously I didn't want that because of, you know, the story with my mom and that, but we won't get into that now. But, you know, it's just, I just knew that I needed something to change. So I didn't go and ask people. I didn't discuss it. It was right for me. And I made that decision. And one of the things that we've been taught by Bob is the successful people, you know, people who are very successful, they know how to make a decision and not to change their mind and run with that decision. So I just say, you know, make a decision and go with it. But you don't have to speak to anybody about it, because it's your journey. Yeah, it's your journey. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. So that, I think that was most important for me. Yeah.
And nobody else knows your intuition, right? Because your goal, what I've learned lately, which is really profound to understand, is your goal comes from your higher self, your spirit, your soul. And your intuition is the voice of that same part of you, that biggest part of you. So if you're over analyzing your intuition, then you're never going to get to your goal, right? So this is so powerful. So look, guys, wherever you're watching this video, you might be watching it in our Facebook community for entrepreneurs. You might be watching it on anywhere in social media, YouTube channel. Here's what we do. What we do is actually help people like Jackie, those of you who have big dreams, like maybe setting up your own business that is based on your life purpose, maybe even discovering what that is, because Jackie didn't even know what that business is going to be, and actually creating a business that is going to give you freedom of time, freedom of the income that you desire, freedom of location, and also personal fulfillment, because that business is based on your life purpose. So what we do, we specialize at helping those of you who have that vision, or maybe you want that vision and you actually want to live it. You don't want to settle in life. You actually want to be fulfilled, especially in your career and business, and then all areas of your life. You want to learn about MSIs, multiple streams of income. You want to live a good life, and you're not willing to settle. And just like Jackie and me, something inside tells you, I want this. I want to live my life 100%, and I want someone to help me. So if you're that person, I would love you to comment under this video, I'm in, and then we will be in touch for a short conversation to get you started. And you can do exactly the same program that Jackie did, and your life will never be the same. So Jackie, do you have any final words for our audience? We want to help masses. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I think you've said it all. Like, you really just, you've got to take with it and run with it, because if somebody handed you a winning lottery ticket, you're not going to say no to that. So this to me is pretty much a winning lottery ticket.
Thank you so much, Jackie. I don't think I would put it better way than you did. So listen, you're such a pure joy to talk to, and I'm so delighted we managed to record this today. Thank you so much for your time, and I just can't wait to hear more and more successes as we go along. Thank you so much, Jackie.
Thanks, Emma.